Iran has called on the United Nations to impose punitive measures against the United States and Israel, alleging that both countries were behind a series of military strikes in June that targeted Iranian nuclear facilities. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said the U.S. carries criminal responsibility, pointing to President Donald Trump's recent admission that he personally directed Israel's initial attack on Iran. According to Tehran, this acknowledgement confirms Washington's direct role in what it describes as acts of aggression against its sovereignty. In a letter dated November 12 and sent to UN Secretary-General António Guterres as well as the UN Security Council, Araghchi called for appropriate measures to be taken against both Washington and Tel Aviv. He described the June strikes as clear acts of aggression against Iran and argued that such actions violated international law and threatened global peace and security. Araghchi urged the UN to respond decisively, warning that failure to act would only embolden further unlawful behavior by the United States and Israel. In a letter addressed to the UN Secretary-General António Guterres and the UN Security Council on November 12, Araghchi demanded appropriate measures be imposed on both Washington and Tel Aviv for what he described as acts of aggression against Iran. He emphasized that both countries should be held fully accountable for their actions through reparations, including restitution and financial compensation for the damage inflicted on Iran's nuclear facilities and related infrastructure. The United States and the Israeli regime must be subject to reparations, including restitution and compensation for the damage caused in Iran, the letter stated. Araghchi stressed that such measures are necessary not only to address the immediate harm but also to uphold international law and deter future acts of aggression, framing the demand as a matter of justice and global accountability. Trump's admission came on November 6 when he told reporters that he was very much in charge of Israel's initial strike on Iran. The U.S. President's comments have been widely cited by Iranian state media as confirmation of American involvement in the operation. Tehran claims the strike marked the beginning of a 12-day air conflict between Iran and Israel, escalating regional tensions and drawing international attention. Iranian officials argue that Trump's statement provides direct evidence of U.S. complicity in what they describe as aggressive acts against Iranian sovereignty, reinforcing their calls for accountability at the United Nations.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.